Hello and welcome to the Aquarius new moon video. Now the new moon will be happening on the 31st of January, 1st of February 2022. Okay, depending on your location, this is a collective message for everyone. Now given that this new moon, and new moons are about new beginnings, things that we want to let go of, and it's happening in the sign of Aquarius. It's very important. When we look at Aquarius, Aquarius rules over future plans, our thoughts, what we're thinking. It's an air sign, our communication with ourselves, with others, groups, the groups that we fit into, the groups that we no longer fit into, and how do we move forward, especially when it comes to future planning. So manifestation will be very powerful during this new moon because Saturn is also in Aquarius with all of this energy, and Saturn rules over what we commit to, what we have the energy to commit to, work towards, hard work, put in the energy, put in the dedication, put in the perseverance, be able to see challenges as opportunities and want to commit. What do you commit yourself to is a very important question to ask yourself during this new moon in order to manifest what you truly desire, especially given that Aquarius rules those long-term future plans. Aquarius is ruled by Saturn, also Uranus as well. And last year, in 2021, we had a Venus retrograde starting on the 19th of December 2021 and continued until the 29th of January 2022. So we've been releasing and clearing a lot from our heart. We have been going through a lot of emotional shifts when it comes to our relationships with ourselves, with others, be it work, be it family, the people that we're around, how we feel, our sense of worth, our sense of value, what we want to achieve, what we want to put our energy towards. And also, right, so we started this year with this Venus retrograde. So in essence, we carried 2021 with us. We carried it with us into this year. And on the 14th of January, we went into a Mercury retrograde, and Mercury is still in retrograde. Now, Mercury retrograde into Aquarius, and then also continued its retrograde and moved into Capricorn. And Mercury goes direct on the 3rd of Feb. So what we're experiencing during this new moon, we'll be able to take action on the things and thoughts and clarity that we have after the 3rd of Feb. It's like then we can really feel the effects of this new moon. During the new moon, there's still that energy of the past lingering and wanting to clear out. And that's why it's so good for clarity. It's perfect to have an Aquarius new moon to give us clarity. Aquarius is about thinking outside of the box. It's about not going with the normal route, but taking the road less traveled. It's ruled by Uranus, that energy of shifting, change, rebelling, doing something completely different from what you've currently been doing. So with this new moon, you'll be thinking a lot about doing things differently. Motivation, what is pushing you, what is giving you the energy in order to commit to long-term projects, situations, people, because it's Saturn with this new moon, with the sun, the moon as well. So it's a lot of energy about structure and our reality. We might come across challenges during this new moon. We might feel, this is challenging. But the thing about Saturn, it challenges us in order for our growth and success. Kind of slows us down so that we can see, what do I need to change in order to make a way forward? It's those hard lessons that grow us. Saturn is that energy of the hard lessons that grow us. And like I said, with the Venus retrograde that came through into 2022, we are at a place of letting go and releasing a lot of 2021. Throughout that year, the Saturn square Uranus energy too, and all the shifts that we went through. So it's fitting that the Saturn is still with this moon and the sun, new moon energy, to give us an understanding of what way do you want to move forward, what way do you want to manifest, what is clear for you now. It'll be like, this would be the new moon to go through that mental detox, clear out the clutter in your mind, the overthinking, the overanalyzing. If you're watching too much television, news, sitting around people, gossip, conflict, it's not about that. It's about actually detaching Aquarius energy, detaching, spending some time alone to connect to yourself, listen to your inner voice, and see what it is that you want to commit to. What groups do you want to commit to? Because Aquarius rules over groups, it rules over social circles, it rules over friendships, it rules over the team, right? The people that we spend our time with, whether it's at work, whether it's at home. What do you want to commit to? Long term is Saturn. So challenges may come across with Saturn, but it's always for our highest good. It's always to grow us. It teaches us. And that's what it is about. It's about taking responsibility. That's the important message of Saturn, is to take responsibility for you, for what it is that you want within your life. Where do you see connection? When we talk about connection in Aquarius, it's a lot about finding that place where you feel connected. Your soul family, the people that make you feel like, I feel connected. And when a disconnection happens, it's to show you that this is where you no longer need to be, in a sense. And when I talk about disconnection, you feel a sense of rejection, you feel a sense of isolation. You might feel like, I don't know if we're on the same page anymore. I don't know if where I'm working, what I'm doing is in alignment with who I'm becoming. And that's the futuristic energy of Aquarius. And it's about changing the narrative. It's about thinking outside the box. It's about going down the road that's less traveled. It's about making that change, breaking free. Is Aquarius energy. It's that energy that liberates us. It gives us the energy of thinking about humanity as well, and why it's so important about humanity and the people that we connect to, and seeing how we want to move forward, because the people we connect to is so important when it comes to our manifestations. The group, the energy, the people that you vibe with and the people that you don't vibe with. If you're sitting around people that are complaining and are just, being aggressive, being stuck in kind of like, passive aggressiveness, trying to just make you feel down about yourself, it's not going to work in order to move into the future with that kind of energy. It's not going to work. And that's the thing about Aquarius. It shows us what we are rejecting, what makes us feel rejected, who is rejecting us, and what is rejecting us, and what are we rejecting, in order to find our sense of self-acceptance. And self-acceptance is so important, because when you find a place of self-acceptance, you know how to move forward. You accept your flaws, your weaknesses, your strengths. You see that the path is changing. It's not the energy of, oh my God, I need to tell you, we need to have this full-on discussion and get you to do what I want you to do. It's just coming to an understanding that your path is changing. You are at a place where you are reevaluating your circumstances, the people around you, your ideas as well, because that is Aquarius. It's all about our thoughts, the ideas, the things that come through. And what needs to change in order for us to long-term commit? How do we need to move forward and persevere and take responsibility? And that's the thing about this new moon. It has a lot to do with Saturn, that long-term energy, about understanding that sometimes hardships are there to grow you. Those are your challenges. The challenges that we overcome is where we find the success, where we get those rewards. And that's the energy of Saturn. And it's all about how you deal with Saturn, how you deal with perseverance, how you deal with sometimes seeing challenges and how you overcome them. Are you able to see the challenge and feel frustrated and aggravated? And if you feel those things, don't suppress it. Feel it. Very true. But how do you move forward? What is the new way that is coming through for you? That's why there's a no sometimes. Sometimes there's a no, just for us to move in a different direction, just for us to move into a new direction that takes us on a new journey where we find, oh my goodness, if I didn't get that no, if I didn't get it, I would have not seen a bigger picture. I would have not thought beyond where I thought I needed to be. I wouldn't have seen that there are more opportunities besides what I was looking at. And that's what I love about Saturn, honestly, is that sense of no sometimes, in order for us to see the bigger picture and the opportunities that are all around. It's not just going down this one road. And that's beautiful about Saturn. Now, with this new moon, we also have, like I said, a Mercury retrograde in Capricorn, Pluto's in Capricorn, Venus is in Capricorn, and as well as Mars is in Capricorn. Now with the Mercury retrograde, we will still be thinking about past, but especially with that Pluto energy, our fears, our doubts. You know, when we talk Pluto, we talk about the things that make us feel afraid to move, the things that hold us back, the things that make us feel powerless. Is it the conflict within ourselves that we have to face, or is it the conflict with others, the power struggles we have within ourselves, the power struggles with others, in order to overcome, to find that sense of empowerment? Now this is a very empowering new moon, very empowering new moon, and it's definitely going to be one to manifest, especially if you want to manifest things that take you into the long-term future. And if you're experiencing any doubts or fears, now's the time to embrace them, to walk down that dark road and light the torch and see the way forward. If you are in a power struggle, ask yourself, how do I disengage? Because there is a sense of detachment. There is a sense of pulling away with Aquarius in order to pull towards oneself, in order to dream the dreams we want to dream. This is where dreams come true. This is where wishes come true. This is the energy that is so beautiful as we clear out and gain some clarity to move into a fated path. The path that's right. I mean, Saturn rules over time, destiny, in that kind of way. You know, the destiny that is what you are willing to find your purpose and commit, whether it's a relationship, a job, what you do in your daily life. It's that purpose, and that's that energy that's pushing us forward. That's the energy. And I love that about Aquarius, because it's so forward thinking. It's so forward thinking, of thinking outside of the box, not just being stuck in the box. So if you come across any challenges, know that it's for your growth. Know that we are releasing stuff from 2021. We're clearing it out. We're changing our circles and looking for ways in which we can connect to the people that feel right to us, that, you know, make us feel, okay, I feel connected. Because Aquarius does look for that heartfelt connection, to feel understood, you know, and that's what we're doing. We're looking to feel understood, but in order to feel understood, we need to understand ourselves, manifest with this new moon, and know that everything will shift when Mercury goes direct on the 3rd of February, and then we can take action towards all of these things. Face the fears. They're just there to show you what's holding you back so you can move forward. If you're in a power struggle too, know it's just there to showing you what you need to disengage from and keep the power within you to stay empowered so that you can move forward. Thank you so much for watching this video. Do like and subscribe, and as well as there's a link for my website down below, as well as a link for appreciation of these videos.